All right, the middle path. What do I mean by the middle path? So I'm sure you've seen the meme where it's the guy looking at the two paths and it's like the two castles or buildings or whatever, and there's just like two things to choose on. Okay, so one side is the Chuds and one side are the Goyums. And then there's this secret alternative path. It's the middle path, what I like to call being awake. But before I get on to being awake, I should probably go over what the life of a Goyim and what the life of a Chud is, because I like to think myself, I used to be a Goyim. I used to be a huge Goyim, but now I think I'm in the middle path where I'm awake. I'm awake to all the nonsense, all the silliness that's like partaking. So anyways, the life of a Goyim. So Goyims just eat slop. They just eat this corporate slop, this Goyim slop that's just consumed. They just consume it. It's just making them fat and lazy and just being retarded. And then they're just consuming like just media slop, like they have Fox or CNN News on, just consuming it up, eating it up, just believing whatever the politicians say. Because they're always freaking right, obviously. Then they turn on Love Island. They just watch Love Island, and then their perception on love just gets ruined because it's not real. They see sex as just like pleasure. They don't see it as like something that you fulfill with your spouse. It's made for marriage. And then, that's just what goys do. They do average weekends. Like the weekends are for partying and the weekdays are for work. I don't want to go to work, but let me just make it a Friday. And then they party on the weekend and they just be Goyams on the weekend. They tend to soul bond with demons at these parties. And they also drink a lot of poison. By poison, I mean alcoholic beverages. That's what they do. These people are Goyim. And they also get scared of getting canceled. Like if you say the word retarded, or if you just say the N-word, they just get really scared. Like, no, you can't say that. The social norms. And they also mindlessly vote, like, because they're Goyim. Like, they're voting for, like I had to vote for this guy. He's the lesser of two evils. And it's just like, no, dude, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, people need to know by now that this voting system is just rigged. It's just whoever has the most, like, donor money, like they just win. They all hate you. Everyone hates you. There's no base guy anymore. It's over. And if they are base, they're not gonna win. They won't even become like the party nominee. They won't win. The guy with the most Israel money is gonna win. All right, moving on. The life of a Chud. These guys are losers. These guys are chronically online. They also fear getting canceled, but they're worse with it. Like they will go like spam comments everywhere. They're just really stupid. These are the people that will, cut someone off because their father is owns a gun or something, and they detach from their family because of a political view. They're really stupid. Like their grandfather could be like, oh, I do not support abortion. It's murder, which is true actually, but the chronically online Chud will be like, I can't talk to this person anymore. I'm done. They move on. They brag about it on Reddit or like in Discord servers. Like these people have high estrogen and they're just really retarded. And they also think like the media is real. Like they just say something like, oh, but this person who has more followers said this is real because they said it. This video is real. Like they just mindlessly see a TikTok or a reel that just says something. They just mindlessly believe it because they're retarded. And like they actually take ratios so seriously. Like if you're on Reddit and then you just say something that's just normal, you just say something normal, like you're like, okay guys, I kind of don't, if you're in the McDonald's subreddit, like, you guys probably shouldn't be eating this. Look at all this, soybean oil and this stuff. You guys shouldn't be eating this stuff. And you just get downvoted. It's like, no, in politics. And then you're like, you guys, like look at a picture of an aborted baby, like that's murder. You know what I mean? Or if you like, guys, I think we should own guns because we don't own guns. Like the government can just we have no way to defend ourselves. They'll just downvote it. And you have just downvotes or you get ratioed into like a comment section on TikTok or Instagram. Like they actually see that as like a win in their head because they have no life. They just stay inside and be Chuds all day. They're actually just, it's really bad. It's really bad. They also they're just really retarded. That's all you can really say about these Chuds. There's nothing really else to say. They're just really like dumb and retarded. And yeah, that's really it. Yeah. So now we got over the two paths that most people are, but let me just say real quick, these two Pats, most people tend to be Goyium. Like Chuds, you'll see a lot of Chuds chronically online, but you rarely see these Chuds in real life for two reasons. One being they're just obviously inside all day and they're Chuds. And two being that you really only see the Chuds like on social media. Like those like Chuds you see that like people make fun of. Like you only see that on social media. Like you rarely see those in real life. You rarely do. So they are real, but they're not as common as people think, in my opinion. But anyways, that's the two types of Pats that I see that most people are on. They're just Goyiums or they're Chuds. And I'm on this path called being awake. I'm an awake person. I am awake. You know what I mean? And let me tell you the life of an awake person. This is like my life, people that I know that are, awake also. It's not really a lot to do. You know what I mean? It's a little, I don't know if lonely is the right word, but it's like a lot of people don't, see the world the way you do. You know what I mean? You can't red pill everyone. Some people are just stuck being Goyiums and Chuds. And you know what? You just like deep down, you're like, I'm kind of bummed out. You know what I mean? I want to become awake with other people. You know what I mean? It's a little lonely. I'll admit it. Not like lonely, like, oh, I'm just so alone. It's just like, why can't anyone think like I think? Because I'm right. You know what I mean? We are right. Like, this is actually the correct way. These awake people, they tend to avoid the Goyium slop. You know what I mean? Like, I don't watch any of these corporate slop TV shows like Love Island. Like, that's just gay. And I don't know how, like, females watch that. That's just awful. I try to avoid fast food. Like, when I was a Goyium, I would, like, wake up, go to school every day in college, and I'm not even joking. It was every Monday through Thursday. This sounds awful. I probably missed one day a week. But I would actually go to McDonald's every single day and get a sausage egg McMuffin with a medium-iced coffee. I got that every single day. Every single day. I'm probably infertile. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was actually a Goyium. I was a Goyium. And I used to just mindlessly just be like, oh, yeah, go to this political party. I like that political party. But the thing I didn't soul bond with demons and, like, drink poison. But, you know what I mean? That was just me being moral. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus was real. Jesus is real. But now I'm, like, really tapped in. You know what I mean? Now I know, like I had to live my life like Jesus now. But back then, I just ate the goy slop stuff. I didn't live for the weekend. I was just a Goyium. I was just working, going to school like a Goyium. Yeah, that's just what it is. What else do awake people do? Oh, they make their own food. Like, I've been, like, I just make my own food, some eggs and whatnot. But I'm still a Goyium because I still eat some goy slop, like, a lot. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, you're just trying to change. You're trying to live life like Christ, and you're just like, I don't want to be a Goyium anymore. This stuff's not good. And you try to help people, but it's hard. You can't help people. Like, you know what I mean? And if you have, like, a boomer parent or a boomer family members or grandmas and grandparents, don't red pill them. It's a lost cause. They just can't do anything. It's over. You know what I mean? You can't convince them that Israel just, runs most of our politics and, like, is funding all this crap in our country. And it's like they own all the big tech corporations. You can't convince them that. You can't convince them that the elections are rigged. You can't convince them that, there's no one here to save us. There's no one here to save us. Everyone just watches porn and goons. Every female just soul bonds and watches Love Island. Like, you can't tell them this. They can't even fathom the weight of this. And they also tell you just to move out and just, go inside of a store or a job or whatever and just, like, talk to the manager and you'll get hired. Like, it doesn't even work like that anymore. So, yeah, that's just really bad. Yeah. And this is actually getting to my next part, how to handle Goyiums. You just got to be kind. You got to be kind like Jesus. You know what I mean? So, you just get mad because, like, you know what I mean? Maybe your granddad is just like, yo, I hope Trump just completely obliterates all the Iranians and all the kids there. It's just like, okay, that's not base, granddad. What are you doing? But the only thing you can do is just be like, he's not red-pilled. He's just not there yet. I'm going to have to pray for this guy. And that's the best thing you can do. That's actually the most awake thing you can do. It's like the best thing you can do is just do that. Just be nice, love them. Now, I'm realizing when I say awake, I sound like woke, like I'm saying woke. I'm not saying that. That's retarded. That's really retarded. I'm not saying that. But I'm awake. You know what I mean? I should probably just say tapped in. No, we're awake. We're awake. But they don't have to be red pill, you know what I mean? But if you have friends that are Goyums, I would just try your best to help them. Like the fact that your Goyim friends are still talking to you, like they probably know that you're slightly awake or like you're not like a Goyim. They're hanging on to you, you know what I mean? Like it's that part. So if you have a friend that's a Goyim, just, try and get them straight. Try to make them not, soul bond with demons and drink poison. You know what I mean? Get them off social media and whatnot. Just try and get them back. Try and reel them back in the way Jesus made us to be. You know what I mean? So you just gotta love them. Just be just be kind to them. Just be the bigger guy. Be the bigger guy. So now we're going to talk about how to handle Goyums. Like how do we handle Chuds? And the best thing to do for Chuds when they're being gay and retarded, I think you should just, don't entertain it. That's what they want. That's their whole life. And then just pray for them. You know what I mean? Just pray for the Chuds. I would delete social media because, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I would just get mad at this stuff. You know what I mean? I see like this like completely Chud post. It was just retarded. It would just make me mad. And I'm like digging through comments trying to see if anyone's like agreeing with me. I'm like, there's no way we're this lost as a society. And I see one comment that's like, yo, like you guys shouldn't believe in this. You guys need to repent and believe in Jesus or whatever. Like, and that's true. And then like the top reply is like some just Chud. It's just some Chud. And then he just says like ratio plus ratio. And they're just being Chuds. And he got completely ratioed. And like, and for some reason I was wired to thinking like that crap's for real. Like I was a freaking Chud Goyim. But like, I just stopped using social media. I just don't believe in that crap anymore. Like it's not real. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's really it. And, basically wrap things up. Just be awake. Obviously, you're going to, I wouldn't say lose some people, but like, you know what I mean? You're just going to see things differently. You're going to see some friends that you had forever and be like, okay, low key, my friend's kind of a Goyim. My friend's kind of a Chud. And the best thing you can do is just try and help them out, but don't get mad or anything. It's just the only thing you can do is, try and help them out and just be a good person. You know what I mean? Try and red pill your friends the same age as you. Your boomer dad, your boomer mom, your boomer freaking grandparents. Just love them. You know what I mean? That's all we can do. Yeah, it's a lost cause. And just God bless you guys. Just be good Goyams. Wait, no, don't do that. Just be good awake, not woke, awake people. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's really it. Have a great rest of your day.